Alright, ¿qué pasó, amigos? Welcome back to the channel, John's Moto Garage. I mentioned a few videos back that I'm going to be offering the Street Bob for sale, the Dyna Street Bob. And so today I'm going to do a walk around, going to go over everything that the bike potentially needs. I'll go over how much I'm asking for the bike as is, and how much I'll be asking if I end up taking it to the shop and having a few things done to it. And of course, I'll go over the basics, year, mileage, all that good stuff as well. And at the end, I'll do a few clips so you can see the bike in action. And I will do a cold start on it. All right, so let's start out with the basics. It's a 2013 Harley Davidson Dyna Street Bob Custom, and in 2013 they offered the Street Bob as a custom and just standard. The only difference was the custom had a 103 cubic inch as opposed to a 96 cubic inch, so this does have the 103, and it is VIN verified. And it's a 6-speed, air-cooled, of course, all that good stuff. The bike right now has about 25,616, so just over 25,000 miles. It is a clean, clear title, not salvaged or anything like that. I bought it about 2 years ago. Yeah, almost 2 years ago, here local in Arizona. And the dude I bought it from had done a lot of the upgrades. We'll go over those here in a minute. But yeah, there you have it. Now, I will say I bought this bike to learn wheelies and eventually got into the drifting stuff. So this is not a garage queen. If you're looking for a garage queen mint Harley Davidson, I would say this is definitely not the bike for you. It does have some blemishes, you know, a few scuffs here and there, and the bike has been ridden. But if you're looking for a bike where you either want to get into the stunt, into the Dyna stunts, or if you just dig the style, then this may be the bike for you, because you'll definitely save a lot over buying a bike and doing the upgrades yourself. So starting here in the back, you got Fox shocks. I believe these are 12.5, and then I got like a Bung 1-inch lift, so you got about 13.5 inches on the rear shock, so you get a little bit of that Dyna gap. We do got Bung rear suspension sliders, integrated turn signals here. I believe these are custom dynamics, and then here you've got the plate with integrated brake light and turn signals as well. I'll go ahead and show you that, just so you can see how that looks. I have tons of people asking me about this, like, dude, what are those, bro? I gotta admit, it is pretty nice. All right, so you got those. You got a chain conversion in the back. Definitely is gonna need a new rear tire. I'll go over all that stuff here in a bit as well. San Diego's Customs mini floorboards, FXR divisions, crash bars. The Harley emblem was powder coated black. This piece here is powder coated black. That's typically going to be like a wrinkled black. You got flush mount gas cap and gas gauge, as you can see there. So it does have a lot of just nice, tasteful little upgrades. Vans Colt grips, Elite Mototech easy pull clutch lever. Still pretty stiff. I have an aftermarket Barnet Clutch brake lever as well. I do still have the other mirror for it if I can find it. Daymaker headlight in the front. I forget exactly what was done in the front suspension, but I believe you got like preload adjusters, something like that up here. Stock wheels to this bike, but they have been powder coated black. I have tons of people asking about those, offering to buy these off me. I guess wheels these days I sell for just a stupid amount of money. Royalty Racing exhaust. They're out of the East Coast. They do custom exhaust. Obviously you've got some scuffs here, but overall solid exhaust. Was fired up here, aftermarket air intake, and little skid plate here as well. I think that covers it for the most part. I went over the Daymaker headlight. Oh, you got drag specialties 5.5-inch pullback risers. I will be putting just a drag specialties black top clamp on, because this one I stole off the FXDX. And then of course Saddlemen step up seat. And I think those are the big ones. I think those are the big ones as far as upgrades on the bike. So, I mean, seat alone, you're gonna be looking at $450. Shocks, you know, $600, $700, $800, $1,200 plus or minus for exhaust. If you want to do the chain conversion, that's what, like $500, not including the install. So again, if you're looking to buy a bike to get into the stunts, or you just dig the look and style, you could definitely save over buying one and doing the build yourself. But like I said, this is not a pristine garage queen bike. I'll put some clips at the end of, you know, some of the stuff I've done on the motorcycle. Yes, it's been tipped over. I never looped it doing wheelies, but it has been on one wheel, you know, all that good stuff. Like I said, I was gonna take this to Cruisy Originals. The only reason I haven't at this point is just because I've been so busy, and I was gonna have them do a few things just to get it tip top ready to go, but I thought I'd offer it as is. So if there's somebody out there who wants to do the work themselves or slowly kind of chip away at things, they can potentially save themselves some money and get a really nice motorcycle still. So the things that I was gonna have done at Cruisy Originals, I was just gonna have them throw a new rear tire on, have them throw some rear brake pads on. The outer primary, I replaced this after grinding through my original one, and this replacement I thought was HD OEM. It turns out that's not the case, and I just have not been able to get a good seal. So as you can see, it does leak currently with the outer primary. An OEM HD outer primary that's going to match with your wrinkled black, I believe, is around $260 to $300 from Harley, and then you get a gasket and fluids for that. And then the check engine light, once I started doing the wheelies, the check engine light ended up coming on. It's been on for a while. I'm pretty sure it's an O2 sensor, not 100% sure, but the bike runs totally solid. I've never had any issues running the bike. Shifts smooth, fires right up, doesn't seem to misfire or anything like that, but does have a check engine light. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the O2 sensor. I know I could run diagnostics on here, I just haven't taken the time to do that. So yeah, that's the other big one. And then this little bolt here on the Saddlemen seat, I stole it for my FXDX because I lost one on the FXDX. So those are the big things as far as what it needs: rear tire, rear brake pads, a new outer primary, and O2 sensor seat bolt. Those are the things that I was going to have Cruisy Originals do if I drop the bike off over there. And I think that's about it. So as far as asking price, if I were to take it to Cruisy Originals, have them do everything, I was going to list it for about $9,500. And if I were to just sell it as is, I'd be asking $7,900. And so if you know the market and you know what you're looking for, then the value is there. You know, it's just a matter of finding the right buyer. I'm not strapped for cash. You know, I'm not rushed to sell it. I've been putting this off for a long time because I keep going back and forth about even getting rid of the motorcycle. Honestly, I love the look of the bike. For drifting, this bike is easier to drift than the other one because it's a slightly longer wheelbase, makes it a little bit easier. As far as the wheelies and stuff go, I got to a point where I was ripping decent wheelies on this. The FXDX is a little bit smaller bike, fits me a little bit better, and that's kind of why I'm going with that one. I do like that these are fuel injected, and these newer Dynas are definitely more comfortable and better, in my opinion, for like longer rides. So if you're going to be ripping, you know, more long cruises and things like that. And while it's not my top pick, obviously, for the stunts, which is why I'm getting rid of it, tons of people absolutely destroy it on these bikes as far as the wheelies and all that stuff goes. So I mean, heck, if I pulled it off, you know, if I was able to get wheelies on this bike, I'm pretty sure anybody could. And let's see, those are the big ones with it. Yeah, those are the big ones. So again, if you're interested in the bike as is, plan on getting a new seat bolt, you know, rear brake pads, rear tire, outer primary, and O2 sensor if that bugs you. And I'm asking $7,900. And if you were to, if you wait around, if I end up taking it to Cruisy Originals, depending, you know, how much I end up paying there, I'll probably ask around $9,500 for it. 2013 Street Bob Custom, $25K and a little bit of change for the mileage, clean, clear title, all that good stuff. You can shoot me an email, johnsmotogarage@gmail.com. Probably best way to get a hold of me is through Instagram. Shoot me a DM at johnsmotogarage. I've already got a couple people interested. That's why I'm throwing this video up today. And ideally for me, just because I'm wicked busy, I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of kind of headache and stuff. So that's why I'm being transparent and out there from the get-go as far as what the bike needs, how much I'm looking to get for it, and all that good stuff. I don't need cash, so I'm not looking to negotiate right now. I'm not really looking for trades unless it's highly, highly in my favor. In other words, it would not make sense for you to do a trade, but you know, if you happen to have something, feel free to shoot me the offer. And what else can I tell you? I think that really covers it. Oh yeah, let me fire it up. Most important part. This is a cold start. As you can see, bike is cold. Have not been running it in a couple days. course, the sprinkler shows off like right as I start that. I gotta say, man, even starting the bike up and looking at it, I'm kind of debating again whether or not I actually want to get rid of it. I do really dig the motorcycle. I love the look and style of it. And definitely had some good times on this bike, that's for sure. That's for sure. All right, you guys, I think that's going to do it. John's Moto Garage. There's the bike. Hit me up if you have any questions. And I guess we'll catch you on the next one. Adios. Nos vemos. So you can get an idea. Now that I have those Bung risers, it's a little bit taller, but I still sit flat-footed. This is a much better stance and setup for the bars and the risers. Prior, I had a 12-inch kind of T-bar FXR division, and so I was sitting about up here. So